There's a lot of pepper here, and I'm drinking some of my tea, herb tea. Well, this is rose hip too, but it's still a good herbal tea. It has vitamin C and all this good stuff here. But what I want to ask you is a what if? What if a secret society or a secret group decides that at least 1 billion, not 1 million or 1 trillion or whatever, 1 billion people needs to die to be removed off the face of this earth to help stabilize the world. Now, they've decided this is just 1 billion. That's what they're deciding. Now, they could go about it any number of ways. They could create earthquakes. They could create tsunamis. They could have a plant explode, whatever they decide to do. It could be any number of reasons how they want to get rid of the 1 billion. Now, what countries or what areas do you think they would decide on? Now, say here in the United States, what areas would they decide to choose? Would they go after some of the largest cities that has subdivisions upon divisions of people who are in poverty, that are on low income levels? Would they select and choose these people? Would they select and choose, or maybe just do it in a subtle way without people realizing it, making them sick, making a virus spread among the area, getting them sick, eliminating the numbers in the poor areas, or maybe even the rich areas? Who knows? What about some of the third world countries? You got countries pouring countless dollars in there to try to feed people in poverty-stricken worlds. I mean, they show them feed the children programs. They show these children living in these situations. They show children dying in the mother's arms, and the mother's pregnant again. It's sad to see. I mean, it's sad to watch that child lay there starving to death, dying from starvation. And it's sad to see the mothers still having more children in the country of Africa. Many of the adults have died due to AIDS. Now, many of the children carry the disease as well. There's always been speculation that the AIDS was introduced into society of the homosexual people in order to eliminate them, to reduce them. But then it started getting into the others. It started affecting children. It started affecting other people through different things. So then all at once, finally, they started coming up with these things to help with people who has AIDS. So there's many different reasons. Now, but what area? I mean, it's like the Aztecs and the Incas both kept cutting trees down, cutting trees down, cutting trees down to keep their area all colorful and make their pigments and everything else. But then it says they did a disease and everything affected them. They just disappeared. There's, speculation that they went deeper into the jungle and stuff. There's some proof that, something happened to the water and other things, speculation. Easter Island used to be a forest, used to be a jungle. But they kept making their statues, their gods, and they kept using the wood until there's nothing left. The population's, 3,000 or 4,000, something like that on there. And that's something I never understood is, if there's not that many people on there, why not replant the trees that was all destroyed? If you read about Easter Island, talk about cannibalism happening on the island where they were starving because they eliminated all their natural resources. So why not start planting trees back? There's other countries that have stripped their land of all the natural resources. They was talking about the problem over in the Amazon jungle where they was going over there and just burning acres and acres of land off in order to raise cattle with and stuff. And I'm not saying we're innocent. You know, there have been clear cutting There's been debates over land and stuff, uh, parks. That's why the parks got established to help protect them and things like that. But there's always someone out there wanting to get rid of the parks because they want something on that particular park for resources. It's just how it is. So, who would you think they would choose on? Do you think what route they go? Do you think they would eliminate many of the third world countries, jettisize them, basically? Do you think within this secret group or whatever, and we're assuming that could be scientists, it could be environmentalists, it could be the elite or whatever that feels that, we're pushed our time. We need to reduce this situation. So there's a lot to think about. I mean, how they would decide to choose. Now, if you ever watched any of some of the programs showing all the parasites that are being pulled out of the legs, the jigger infections and all this stuff. If you look at where they're living at and the situation they're living at, if it wasn't for people helping them, they would die of these diseases, these parasites and stuff. But the problem is there's no birth control. There's no stable situation in it. And it's sad. But who would you think is secret society go after? They could be going after you. They'd be going after me. They could be going after the old. They could be going after the young. They could be going after people with certain genetic problems, traits in them, maybe certain diseases. They want the better physical specimens to survive. It could be any reason. So what would you think they would do to reduce 1 billion people in the world? So what do you think they would do? This is Live Prepper here. I want you to be safe, be happy. Bless you all.